Welcome to Last Drop Africa, the podcast. It's been a minute since I gave you a monologue on the work we've been doing in Karamoja. And today, the man who has been evading us is back on the podcast. My business partner, Mr. Edward Nimusiima. Ed, surprised you're not in Egypt for the COP. Welcome back to the podcast. Why are you in Kampala to start with?
Thank you so much for that. My name is Edward Nimusiima and I'm back like I never left.
You're Dave Chappelle.
Like Dave Chappelle. For Egypt's sake, I've been following keenly on the internet, obviously for the COP 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's COP 2022 already. Interesting stuff happening up there. And I'm very surprised that we had a lot of Ugandans who represented for the same cause that we're fighting for. It was pretty impressive.
All right. I'm personally disappointed that I'm not in Egypt.
I am disappointed.
I've been meeting a lot of people. This week has been very packed.
Yes.
Last week has been doing some amazing work. So we're at the East Festival.
All right.
That's hosted by the Aga Khan University, Gorgeous School of Media and Communications, and everyone there was asking the same question. Why are you here?
Exactly. Exactly. My friends were actually bombarding me with the same question the other day about after seeing many Ugandans in Egypt, they said that should be our spot, that should be our place. And it was inspiring, like, you guys believe that we can actually go to Egypt?
Yeah.
It was like, where's River Nile?
All right, so let's see what will happen at COP 28. But this podcast today, since it's the COP 2 weeks, I thought we would call it the People's COP.
The People's COP.
The People's COP is because we're not in Egypt, but my grandmother needs to be interested in the conversations happening in Egypt. So how can we bring that conversation down to her? That's why we're having this conversation.
It's so surprising and actually sad that I haven't seen interesting content, relatable content from it besides selfies.
Yeah.
So, the people.
What I wanted us to do today is to try and give an ordinary Ugandan reason to care about this COP, other than being it's a first COP happening on the African continent. People think it's something worth celebrating, but it's actually sad that of all the 28 COPs, COP stands for 28 of them have been happening and none of them has happened in Africa.
As though Africa doesn't really experience any climate change related.
I don't know. I agree with President Paul Kagame's. I saw a video recently where he was lambasting African leaders who leave their countries, go to Europe, and now they begin talking about their problems as if they expect solutions to happen there.
Do you know the power of per diem?
So maybe before we can get to the point, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please do.
Are you expecting much to come out of this COP, being the first in Africa? For Africa is experiencing a lot of climate change related crises occasioned by how the Western industrialized rich countries, they call them, doing the emissions we emit in Uganda, for example, less than 0.003%. So do you expect something good to come out of this COP?
I honestly don't expect much. On my side, this is like boardroom talk, right? We've seen a lot of workshops. We've seen a lot of guys in suits talking conferences. Yeah. Those chaps are there to sign for their per diem and come back and fly back to their countries.
Okay, maybe
I do not expect much.
Maybe I ask you that question negatively. Let me try and put it positively.
Okay.
What are your expectations of the first COP happening in Africa?
The positive side of it is changing the narrative and creating more awareness about what's happening on African soil. I saw a lot of who and who's in Egypt talking about what's happening here. I think that's a step in the right direction, creating conversations about it. But then again, tangible things, the things that are actually workable. I don't expect much because this is Africa. And it's a very silly way to put it because this is Africa, either way. So I do not really expect much from the conference to ground. Bring it back home. These guys have always promised us empty things. So same applies to COP. It's a very monumental thing, an achievement as in Africa. But I do not really expect much happening after that conference.
I will take the opposite position. I honestly think something is going to come out of
All right.
this COP. The biggest conversation this year, especially for Africa, was to demand action from the rich industrial countries as payment go through the crisis we're going through because of what they did while getting to the level they are at.
Yes.
So the expectation is that these countries, some of whom have a little bit of willingness, others not warm to that idea, can invest in opportunities, say let's drop Africa, to raise awareness, fund innovations for young Africans who are doing work in the climate change space, most of whom are in Egypt. Some good things might come. Investments, research. But what disappoints me, the idea that leaders can be held accountable to pay
for
the damages that they've made. So the term they use, and I hate those boardroom terms, loss and damage, is clearly yes, there's loss and damage, and someone should meet that loss.
Yeah, pay for it.
But now, going back to my grandmother, she's the one experiencing the real loss right now.
Yeah, and she doesn't know what's happening.
We're doing a project in Karamoja where we hope to give food to hungry people, but hunger is one of the said losses that has been occasioning to us. How can we relate these boardroom conversations to those people? Like if I tell you, Grandma, the biggest thing happening at COP is loss and damage.
What's loss and damage?
Exactly.
She's had a lot of loss and damage in her life.
Already. Does it resonate with the local person?
I hear you.
All right. So now for me, the benefit of this COP, other than now the awareness that it's on Africa, the African continent is going to stop thinking about climate change as some external phenomenon.
Yeah,
that's how it's
so
been.
Funny how it's been like that because we think it's a
because of
thing.
the Paris Agreement. People think that climate change is somewhere in Paris. It's happening in
the glaciers are melting.
When a tsunami hits.
Yeah.
The other day there was an earthquake. You get?
Yeah.
It seems like as if it's so far away, but now that it's here,
it's closer to home.
It makes sense for you to have some level of care.
I hear you.
About the thing that you do.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
Now our job, including us at the Astrop, being one of the first, if not the first, climate change storytelling media platform in Uganda, is to bring those conversations from those boardrooms and make them appeal to these people. Yeah. So when you go to Mulawa, how are you likely to translate those conversations to
my border guy? That's an interesting question, actually, because these guys really do not know what's happening. The guy will tell you, man, Akasana can, there's a lot of heat, but out of the blue.
Wait, Kampala has been...
Kampala has been hot like Kasale Queen. But before I dive into that, I need to say this positive thing from COP. I saw a lot of young people.
Yes.
And that's hope for the world, because every tweet I saw on the TL was from a young person, someone celebrating, like, I'm 18, I'm here, I'm at COP. I think that was very interesting. Yeah, and I think if you start young, like you plant that seed young, the future is green, literally. Yeah, and I think that's very important because if you wake up, it's no longer for old people, like for all those suits. Yeah, so I was very, very, very surprised and very happy that young people actually are taking this thing and folding their sleeves and actually going up front line.
It's always been our mission to get young people to participate in these things, and I keep saying it. We're the ones who are going to inherit this earth from the people who have done a great job at screwing it, And the young people, especially now in our area, which is the media, they say climate change content is boring. They don't like to consume it. They like to be entertained and happy and all that stuff.
I want to go to Lugogo cricket.
I know. So now, conversations around the COP, what's happening at the COP, zone them out.
Yeah, it's a boring topic to many, of course. I mean, the slogan
how then do we get young people to find this topic as something they should contribute to, be active in, when they are repulsive to it?
I guess for me, from my angle, from the marketing side of it, we just need to see their passion points and then create content that is relatable to them. Yeah. So is it, for example, their favorite artist talking about it? All right. Is it organizing an event, but it's about climate change? And, well, you put it at a Google Cricket Oval. Is it about plugging to their fashion, trends and leading towards climate change? So I think that's the easier way out, dangling a carrot in front of them and then luring them into these boring climate change conversations, because you will never find them in those the workshops and stuff.
So speaking of events, The last trip Africa, part of the work that we've been doing, part of the reasons why we're not in Egypt is because we've been in Karamoja trying to get some work. The first weekend of December, we're going to take the proceeds of the My Last Meal campaign we've been doing to the families that we have been collecting this money for in the 9 districts of Karamoja. And we're having a fun event, since you and you young people like fun things. We're having a fun event where we're inviting friends of Last Drop come with us to Karamoja while we deliver these goods to the most vulnerable families.
Yeah.
Can you expound on
So
how we're going about that?
All right. So we decided to do some sort of like a road trip, a getaway, because we felt like this is not our cause. This is everyone's cause. Yeah. So if you want to join us and support or donate that you have, you can jump on this getaway. We shall have a bus going to Karamoja. Come party, have fun, then donate. I think we're just hitting 3 birds with 1 stone.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
I'm excited about.
Yes. Fees is just very, very affordable. It's 200k. So 100 will go for your meals and drinks and accommodation. Then the other 100 is going for the food.
The
donation side. So basically you're just giving back to the community in a fun way. Do join us in the first week of December, and then we shoot to Karamoja and bring smiles to these people.
Dope.
Take this as food for thought.
Thank you. We have to wrap up now, but while at it, in case you want to jump on this fun party life-saving campaign, there are only 2 ways to pay the 100k that Mr. Ed has talked about. MTN Momo is one of the options. The merchant code is 650283. Airtel Money Pay also available. The merchant code is 4297195.
Alternatively, you can actually reach us on our private numbers for more information. Mine is 07045119949.
Mine is 0771612438.
All right, we can't wait to see you.
All right then, thank you so much for listening to us. It's been an amazing day, Ed. Do not kidnap yourself that long again. Be on the show.
See you in the next scope.
Shout outs to our podcast producer, Mr. Francis Mkule, for this amazing setup. If you could see it, trust me, I'm sure Ed is going to share some content in a bit. It's his specialty. All right, see you next week.